Good evening, traders. Mm, Welcome to the news summary of the day video. It's been a while, I know. I apologize. I was just a bit sick in the past few days. So I want to explain my trades. I took two today, and after all, I found my two mistakes. At first, in the second trade, I am not sure if I really would take this for another time. I'm not proud of how I managed this, but of course I will explain how I seen this and what was my mistake. First of all, you know that I'm sharing my charts when probably I will be looking for a trade. So today I shared some markups, and I just added this the additional thing, the Asian high just after Frankfurt opening time, because for me this is the end of Asian session. What I'm looking for if I want to mark the Asian highs and lows. So I marked this from that week. It was 1 minute before the Frankfurt opening time or opening candle. So I noticed that price broke it and was sitting somewhere. And as Jeffrey said, it could be the sign that something is cooking, especially when I found that the volume decreased while sitting on this level. So I thought that this is not looking for liquidity above Asian high as we are usually doing, and it was also just below my important zones like higher supply, yesterday's high, and also M15 imbalance. I thought that overall picture, as for example M15, as like price was sitting on the huge strong demand zone, and he was just reaccumulating for a big shot, and yeah, it didn't happen because I missed a few markups, and of course I will show you which ones. I just want to switch to the M1. So I thought that this level is safe as the volume decreased. I know that Ray took here a sell because yes, this move here looks like a compression with a shot to the up. I just didn't find on the left anything safe what could be like here my supply zone to look for a safe, and it was as well very close to the demand, and my focus was only buying. I prefer to see the compression to the really big and nice zone. So it was for me like something missing, and even if I would be looking really for a sell for any reason, the volume decreased, so I thought that really this level is a safe one. Then here we see the bearish imbalance. It is 928. It is here, really big one. 31 to the 0 is a big imbalance. So I was just observing what is going on here. The volume on this imbalance candle is 83, and it was broken directly with a very high volume. I thought that if directly after seeing the imbalance it was broken, it is not a good sign that sellers are maybe in trouble and they are not able to hold the price, that the buyers are still really strong after the reaction from demand zone. And as you can see here, the price was really up and down still on this imbalance level, which just became for me invalid after just sitting here. Even here, yes, another break with really high volume from nothing, from 3 to the 51. I thought that this is very good idea to look for a buy, especially that it was just before the London opening time, and then appeared another imbalance. I thought that this can be read as a liquidity grab, the last push, and 34 volume and imbalance, the one in my criteria that I really like to look for. Not too low, these are very not so often occasions that I'm taking from 10 to the 0 or something like this. So this is my initial setup on the imbalance tool, and when I see that so big attack, yes, as 224 volume attacking the imbalance from candle with 34, it was for me maybe risky, but big sign that this is not to hold the sellers. The previously, yes, the half hour ago, the imbalance was also broken, was retested multiple times. It was huge range, and after this I decided to just enter the market. I'm very happy that Marcy and Jeffrey and some of you also, by yes, I read this just in private messages, still without answering. I apologize. I will do this. It was for me a sign that it will be broken. Safe entry, like catching the momentum. My very old school way of joining the market. Yeah, so price just broke the Asian high volume rejection candle, which could be a really nice invitation to join the sellers. But very often when the session is open, there's the change of direction. So I thought this really can be great invitation for a sell, so I took the buy. And yeah, it was catching momentum, no drawdown, very good one position. Even here you can see that price with this candle broke that previous high, which could be the potential liquidity grab after compression, but price didn't react. Yes, was the Asian high just held the price, and after the break of this level we got the imbalance. Very nice one. Just the proof what Ed wrote on his PDF, and also we are testing this all the time. Break of some structure with so strong push is usually leaving the imbalance. So I had my stop loss below. It was also a mistake. I should close this higher, because here we had also the demand zone, and I should be kicked out somewhere here. Yes, but I was really greedy today. At first I was aiming for this imbalance from M15, which I marked. Yes, it was very huge one, 47 to the 0. So I wanted to get over 1 to the 12 in this trade. But when I noticed that price is rejecting and is making here equal high, I found that if the yesterday high was here on this level, maybe price is just creating here the liquidity to make a spike and then for further sells. So it was the reason with my big belief that the price will still come back here. I moved my take profit lower to just hit it with how many, with 21 pips to the 1 to the 7, and it didn't happen. I was holding this too long, and then after my unsatisfaction of this trade, I was analyzing what was wrong. So it is very important, guys, to check this. Yes, to watch what came wrong. Even if I took this cut here 1 to the 2, yes, this is profits, nice. 1 to the 2 is still a win trade. It's not typically break even or loss, it is still win. Yes, 2% of account in one day, before noon, just after opening of London. So what was the mistake? Let's switch to the M30. I didn't have here the supply. Take a look on this leg out. This move, maybe on M15 it is also clean. Just waiting for the volume to load. Yes, take a look on this big volume. It is the nice leg out, because here we had a supply zone, which I didn't mark. I had only yesterday high. So if I would have here the supply zone, I wouldn't be looking for a buy. Even with nice price action here, price was just below the supply, and the whole move the higher time frame is a compression with a liquidity grab, with a final move to the up. So buying here was very risky. Good. I still believe that it was logic. I found here on M1 good invitations. The early sells were wrong. So I just caught the last push. Yes, and I should close this. But anyway, by having good markup as a supply, I wouldn't buy just to the zone. It was very risky. Another thing, if you watch the webinar with Alex, he's also measuring the wicks from the big rejections. If I would have this markup, yes, really guys, just combine all the things we're using here, all members. Maybe something will sweet to you, and you will find here logic and good opportunities. So with supply and measuring of this 50%, it matched perfectly, and it was just my mistake. Yes, exactly. Here should be the take profit if someone would love to take such a risky trade to the supply. So it was nothing else than the compression from high time frame. It is so important to watch the another time frames. Good idea, but risky, and I should really close this, even just by watching the footprint chart. The price shot to the up, exactly on top is a very big buy cluster, but without moving the price up, what this could be a sign? Yet in this buy cluster, on the ask side, he was activated the big sell limit order. And what happened later, when I found here the equal highs, price just reacted with this biggest limit order from here. Yeah, and volume decreased over 2 times. And then, yeah, I found on the chart, on our Discord, that some of you took here the beginning of the sell. Great one. And I was still holding my buy position with the stop loss just below this 16 to the 0. Yeah, so my managing was correct. It was the maximum reversal I could accept, but I just didn't know that here is the supply and the perfect example of absorption. So long one. Yes, the longer absorption, the better one. Sometimes we see the absorption like 1, 2, 3 minutes, and the rejection here, like huge orders, and after 3 candles the price is coming back. But such a good one, perfect, and everything else finished with finished auction. I was blind. Yes, I was just seeing my position. So this is very important to not change your mind, to correctly manage your position. Yes, I think that even if my view was wrong, the managing was correct because I didn't see the supply. Yes, so this is usually what I'm doing. I'm marking on my move when I'm buying. I'm marking the bullish imbalances and waiting for a maximum rejection as there. So it was the first mistake. Very good that you found here the sell opportunity. So here wasn't like creating the equal high, but it was just reacting with the absorbed buyers. Crazy, beautiful, nice and wonderful. I've just found here equal highs, and it was the only one reason I moved my take profit from the higher level to the lower, because I believe that here are money. But it was just the sellers were just ready here. Yes, but okay, it was 1 to the 2, not so bad. So when I noticed that it was the liquidity grab from the high time frame, so here we have the compression, yes, from M30 and also M15, last push. So here was the last demand which delivered the price to the supply zone, and it was broken by this leg out. Yes, the structure was broken, and the sellers were ready. He was also, when price was sitting on this Asian high, the last buy for a sell. So he was created a temporary supply zone, which caused the break of this demand, this strange pre-London range. I should measure this. I didn't yet. I just reacted later. Here could be the very risky entry. I just found what also found Jeffrey and Marcy once again. I found a candle which was responsible of break of this last compression. Here's also compression, guys, with push to the up. And it was my setup. Very nice that we seen this again. Just want to delete this to have less mess. So yes, it was just for me reacting from the lower, from the broken Asian high. So the swap traders could use this, but I found here the supply which caused the break of this demand. Yeah, so huge higher time frame compression means that sellers are ready, break of structure, retest, and I found another retest with my safe entry with lower volume than the measured candle. This time I didn't use the footprint because footprint didn't show me anything. It is just reading the candles as on the intermediate part of the course. I didn't find here any safe entry. I missed this, and then later I joined in here. Once again, I was aiming for the Asian low, but I think and also believe on this that it was just a wrong level. Jeffrey mentioned this, I think, on Monday or Tuesday when he missed his trade, that I agree also with this, that many brokers have different opening candles, as the lows can differ. Let you show this. I didn't mark this here as Asian low. I just thought that when market opened like here and make a just rejection, that here could be potentially the Asian low. It was just like marking it blind. What was more correct? Here is a, let's just not maybe like this one kind of, this line. Here is the clean support. Price rejected here just before the end of New York session, and price was here sitting after opening of Asian. And if I could have this marked, it was perfect rejection from that level. So yes, so this trade could be not like 16 pips, but 20. Bit better. So today, really, guys, I took few wrong markups, but the managing and reading on time the candles is very important. So that's why I'm also saying do not set and forget. Some of you are doing this. You have bigger experience with smart money concepts that than I have. You can maybe see the things better than I, but I prefer really watching the charts. I treat this as a part of my job, that when I'm looking perfectly with patience for my entry, I'm also looking for my TP. Just before recording this video, I got one question: how I recognized that this is a good idea to close my sell, and how I seen that the big buy order probably was filled and activated. Let's go to the footprint chart. I just want to delete at first the old levels, please. Oh yeah, it's working. Here was the rejection. Okay, big move. Yes, I noticed that such a high volume on the bid side should be sign that maybe he has executed sell huge order. Yes, so usually I would be I would feel better, sorry. I would feel better if I would see here really instant move to the down. Yes, 109 is a huge cluster. But then, like 3-4 candles, price stayed. Then started to slowly going down. And we can see this here. Here was the huge cluster just by kissing the higher edge of demand. So it was my first thought, oh damn, maybe I should just aim without any greed to the higher edge, yes, as 12 pips, something like this. It's because usually I'm doing this. I just once again thought that price can go deeper, and the Asian low level looks juicy for me. And what price started to do? Looks like compression, yes, a lot of wicks and the special move to the down. Yes, here was the compression. Try, guys, to remember how compression can move, and if this can be the sign of rejection, of very soon rejection, opposite to your trade. So when I see big order, price is sitting for 4 candles and the same price level, not moving by 109 cluster, and then started the compression, I'm re-watching closely the chart. Maybe I should even close this before, yes, but then the last thing was the 55, also huge one, and leaving the imbalance, and price rejected directly. Yes, it wasn't like going down to have a higher volume on this imbalance from downside, because lower volume could be the sign that yes, sellers want to hold the price to move even deeper, maybe to break the demand, or finally to the Asian low, which I thought the price can go. But when price is leaving the imbalance and directly rejecting, it is like sitting from the upside on the bearish imbalance. So I thought that this one here is an activation of the last, or one of the last big buy order. Yes, because all the clusters before are very small one, and then 55 imbalance and rejection to the up. What could this mean? That maybe another absorption starting, or really, yeah, just I see here logic. Yes, big bead cluster or big volume on the sell side should move the price lower, and it didn't happening. What was here? Price rejected to the up, so I decided to close my trade without waiting, especially after the first kind of whoops, what's going on. It was here, yes, with the big 109 cluster, and when I found another one, I thought that this can be really the compression, and who knows what can happen. And then it was a very good idea. Yes, the Asian low wasn't reached because it was wrong markup. Price reached this true Asian low as a support from the opening of Asian session, and made a good buy. Very good buy for 23 pips. Back to this Asian high. Complicated for me today, bit messy. Yes, price 2 times missed my TPs because of wrong markups. But I defended both trades just by managing. So today's lesson for me, and hopefully for you also, is correctly managing the trade and really watching and watching your trades. This is very, very important. Even if wrong markups, you can defend a wrong idea maybe. Yes, he was very risky buy after all. I didn't see this before. Yes, I didn't find his supply. So when you were selling, I was still buying. But he was for me way cleaner, with more logic. This entry. I'm glad to see more and more of you are joining the market at the same time as I am. And also, really, guys, I don't know how to explain in more details, as some of you requested, the footprint chart. As I I rewatched the lesson I shared on the course, and my summary is that, not summary, wrong word, but I want to say that I shared only the thing I use and what is working. I could only add that each columns on the footprint chart represents the candle from candlestick chart. Yes, so these are bodies of the candle with the small markups on the left side. When there is no markup, as for example here, it means that this is the wick of the candle. Maybe you can find some bigger, or like here. Yes, this is the rejection candle. Small body, just two clusters are with body, and then this is the wick from the candle. And I'm looking for imbalances, usually bigger or equal than as 15 to the 0, from candles that are inside supply and demand zone, or really are playing with the key level, which is for more advanced traders to take trades from only key levels. I prefer from zones. This is my advice, because it brings lower risk of failure. I am just marking the imbalances on the no man's land when I'm in trade. Yes, because this is my maximum, like today, my maximum acceptance, the level at which I can accept as a pullback to close my position. Because if the imbalance on the no man's land is broken, it means that no one wants to hold the price, and the opposite side of the market just took control. So I love to see the imbalance near the zone, or even better, inside the zone, or just close to the zone, when price just reacted. Some of you, I know, that read the imbalances different on the diagonal way. I prefer horizontal. I just don't know what to add, how to improve the footprint thing. I shared what I use and how I understand this. Same as this absorption thing. Absorption is nothing else than the first sign that the opposite side of the market don't let the another side to move the price. Yes, so such a big cluster, I believe that after some time you can recognize which clusters are big and which are small, like with imbalances also. For me, everything over 25 is really big imbalance, or even over 40 is huge one. The small ones are less than 15 or less than 10. Same with clusters, about when we are looking for absorption. 109 is a really huge one, and it happened in the end of the candle. It was closure of this candle, yes, 1 minute before noon in this time zone. So it really should push the price lower, but it didn't. It was reaction with the higher edge of the demand zone. So maybe the first buyers just joined the market here, and then somehow it was compression, and another buyer, the later one, joined in here. Yes, because 55 could be the market execution as a sell, but if price is moving up and ranging, this can be read also as a limit buy order. We cannot know this. We are not able to see what was the buy or what was the sell. We can just find some story, logic explanation what is going on. For me, the logic explanation is that when I see big sell cluster and price is not moving, this is not a sell but a buy. I just believe, guys, that bit more work, maybe bit more patience, and using these footprint charts and analyzing and comparing with the candlestick chart will give you some answers. And I also see that, of course, another part of our members is doing very well with footprint. Maybe it would be easier if you would ask me directly with exact questions what you don't understand here, because for me there's a request, please, more details. I'm not able to do this because I'm I just found some way which is working for me, and I found only the explanations, the logic, which is maybe the truth, maybe not. We cannot say this. I didn't meet any professional trader who was trading from bank who could explain me this. I just asked, as I mentioned in the first video on the course, I just asked the guys who created the first footprint chart, what the hell are in these clusters? And that's it. It all means we can read this and find some potential explanation by current price action. It all depends on the context where the price exactly is. Please don't get me wrong, guys. I really just probably need exact questions, and I believe that only the time will help you with this. I try to not overcomplicate the things, and I always use the footprint in the same way. Even yes, today you can see I made mistakes. Yes, I am not a robot, I'm a human, and all depends on the context where the price is. I didn't find supply, I thought the price can go higher, but those who found the supply here, it was perfect absorption and activation of big limit sell orders. The markups are very important. Then it is easier to explain the footprint. Sorry if I disappointed you, and I'm waiting for your feedback and questions. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you next time.